from a girl with a donut on her head. Welcome to another weekly vlog. We're starting it off very real. I was actually hoping to start off this week's weekly vlog with the collagen mask on. I bought it from a skincare shop in Manchester at the weekend, and I was hoping to start with that, but it got to like 5 AM. It wasn't awful, but I was waking up like every 20-30 minutes and it was ruining my night of sleep. So about 5 AM I did end up ripping that off. Skin looked really glowy at first, but now it's sort of dried down. I feel like that whole like glass skin thing that you see online, I feel like it's a tiny little bit of a fad. Maybe it has like better long-term results, but I feel like it's a little bit of a fad because yeah, it looks like that at first. Give it an hour and your skin looks normal again. I wanted to try heatless curls. Now I have bought heatless curlers so many times. The silky ones, even though they clip, my hair literally just slides right out of them. These ones are from the Bouncy Blow company or something. I think they were literally like £10. They actually did not have any clips on them whatsoever, so I was like, brilliant, that's not gonna work. These look like picture perfect and I've slept in them since last night. I bought a silk bonnet and I don't know where it's gone, so I've completely lost that, but I did tie a silk pillowcase around my head. Like I just like put it over my head and then tied it in a bobble at like the nape of my neck. But I feel like what better way to start off this vlog than seeing my first ever attempt at an overnight blowout and how this pans out. I am actually going to film a little TikTok of this as well. I'm actually really nervous, guys, not gonna lie. I've got a little bit of a curl going on. I just have very, very, very long hair. I did have to do like a skinnier rod for the middle one because it comes with two thicker ones and then one skinnier one. No, this is really exciting me because this was so quick as well. Okay, this one makes me the most nervous. Oh my god, I feel like this is the real moment of truth. Okay, I'm scared. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I feel like I look like an actual sheep, like bar bitch. I'm honestly really impressed, especially with the bottom bit. I just need to work out how to get that top bit to look better. What a way to start the vlog. I am just getting ready for the day. So today, Tuesday, I always start my vlogs on a Tuesday. I feel like yesterday I just had a massive sort my life out day, so if you can see like piles of stuff behind me, that's because I'm giving away some Alpha Leak bits after every single launch now. Wait a couple weeks, I will give bits away that I'm not going to need or that I don't like or that I'm not going to use. Obviously I still keep an insane amount of stuff that I shouldn't, but it's because of what I do for work. If I was a normal person, I would probably get rid of even more stuff, but I do need it as a reference point for reviews or for colour comparisons. So I did that yesterday. I did a massive tidy up. I finally put my launch stuff away, which I know sounds really, really, really gross, but it was basically just sat in a massive box here from the birthday launch, and if I needed something from the box I would just grab it out. It's really weird because my brain does get clouded by mess. It's not that I'm not affected by it. It does irritate me and it does annoy me and I don't feel at peace. I do feel kind of restless, but at the same time I'm not the personality type where it needs fixing ASAP. It's like I'll put it off even though it is impacting my brain and my space and my mind. I still put it off, and I don't really understand that about myself. It's like I've got a mixture of the two personalities. It's like the thought processes of one but then the actions of the other, and they're kind of contradictory. Very hard to stay tidy with the amount of stuff that I have, and I don't want to harp on about it because I've spoken about it so much with you guys, but seriously, do not glorify these like stacked full wardrobes of activewear and all that sort of stuff, because it's so hard to stay tidy when you own that much stuff. Like, you think you've fitted everything in perfectly. No babe, you've got 3 wash loads, and when you start putting those away you'll realise you actually don't have room, and then you get lazy with things, you don't put things back where they go properly, and the cycle just kind of continues. I do need to have a massive clear out. I am holding off on that honestly until I move out now, because I just feel like I can feel it in my water. It's coming. So I do actually have a house viewing tomorrow, which I will obviously vlog a little bit where I can. I'm really excited. I feel like house viewings is one of those things where it's sort of like you need to get back on the horse if you've fallen off it, and I'd definitely fallen off. Not looking, I was still on Rightmove all the time, but I'd definitely fallen off with my in-person viewings. But there are some tiny bit above budget, just because if I do go a bit like a tiny bit over, I can find properties that I don't need to touch. And with the ones that are in budget, most of them, it's still pushing the top end of my budget and it'd still need work. So that's basically my thought process now. Plus, the price on Rightmove is not the price you have to pay. You can always put an offer in. Obviously, I'm not going to be like super disrespectful with it, but also some people's pricing of their homes is delusional, quite frankly. Anyway, I have a new makeup technique which I spoke about on Instagram, and I've not done it fully because I've used my stick, and I feel like with my stick I'm not rubbing that into my hand and then rubbing that into a brush. But with concealer and stuff, putting it into the palm of my hand where it's all warm, and then basically dabbing my brush in it, like priming the brush, I think they call it. I saw a TikTok, a makeup artist who does like celebrity makeup, but also she doesn't do, style isn't like the big like bold glamour sort of stuff. It's very much like your skin but better, and how to make it look flawless while still looking natural. I tried to find it yesterday to link for Instagram, but I couldn't find it. And yeah, this is how she does basically all her base products, is warming them up in a hand and then priming them into the brush and then applying to the face. And I did it on Sunday when we went to Manchester, and my base looked unbelievable. Like, I was so happy with it. So that is what I am now doing. And I did the same with my foundation. I used my Armani Luminous Silk the weekend, like a proper foundation, and I just pumped it into my hand, primed it into the brush, and then applied. I do feel like I used more product, but I do feel like my skin looked a lot more natural, and I definitely didn't feel like I'd over applied anywhere, like it didn't look cakey or anything. I wanted to also just have a quick yap about the vlogs in general. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for, there isn't that many comments on my last vlog, but the comments that were saying how much you guys love the longer vlogs were getting like a lot of thumbs up. Like, I looked this morning and they had like 10, 9, 8 thumbs up, all saying that they love the longer vlogs. I think my issue is, and I find this with all my platforms, is if one person tells me they don't like something, I then try to do something so that I can please everyone. And I don't really love talking about stuff like this because I'm grateful for anyone that views my content, but the vlog I posted last weekend is my worst performing vlog in a very long time, and it's also my shortest vlog in a very long time. And I feel like that to me is kind of proof that even though some people don't love, I feel like that's what my audience wants. They want longer vlogs, and if you're watching this and you can't do longer vlogs and you don't like them and they're too long and you don't have time for them, I don't want you to feel like I don't see you as my audience. I still very much do, and I want to sprinkle things in, but I don't know, last week's upload has just made it abundantly clear that like long form content and long videos are what my audience wants. And yes, I should take everyone's feedback on board, but I do need to remember that as much as I can sprinkle in some different stuff and shorter stuff and requests, I need to go with what the majority of my audience wants. And it was just a little bit of a learning curve, because I was really panicking. I was like, oh my god, like, people don't talk about stuff like that, but honestly, when you upload a video to YouTube and when you go on the analytics, it tells you where it sits in your recent uploads, and that video, ever since I posted it, has been 10 out of 10, which means it's the worst performing video out of my last 10 uploads. So I feel like I need to just kind of get over the fact that I can't please everyone, because in trying to please everyone, I feel like, I don't know, you guys tell me, I'm not sure that you guys loved last week's vlog. I feel like a lot of you didn't actually even watch it, and that's fine. It's probably not for the people that come to me for like a 1 hour plus video. I am obsessed with this blush. This is the Glassy Rosette House Labs blush. Guys, this is so beautiful. Like, so beautiful. I always put too much of it on, but this is just unreal. Like, the finish is unreal, the colour is unreal. I feel like it's pretty close to my Acai Chili one. Shut up, like, that is so pretty. It's like the most gorgeous, like, pinched pink blush. Again, I've probably put a little bit too much on there, but I just love it. I just think it's so pretty. But yeah, I feel like I'm almost too receptive to feedback sometimes. I did a poll on Instagram yesterday asking if people wanted like an in-depth workout video or a weekly vlog. So I've decided I'm doing both, because I did get a lot of people saying that they really miss like the in-depth workout content. So I still love doing that, so I will sprinkle that in. But it was 70% for the weekly vlog, and I never thought I would see a time where people are requesting more like everything content from me, like a vlog over like an educational video over like a workout video. That's kind of crazy to me, because I think I've convinced myself that the only reason people watch me is for fitness stuff and Alphalete reviews, and that's it. But clearly that's not true, because, and to be honest, it's been like that for a while. Every time I ask, people kind of want more vlogs, and it's crazy because I would have never thought a couple of years ago that would be the content people are requesting from me. But I just feel like there's a huge shift in general. I feel like it's not that there isn't a market for just fitness content anymore, but I feel like the market for just fitness content alone is not really there anymore. Like yesterday I got railroaded, and thank you so much because you guys are just the best, by the way. I got railroaded into posting a like perfume shopping vlog on my Instagram. I'd put it up on TikTok, then I put it up on stories, and people were blowing up my messages being like, this needs to go on your main feed. Like, I love this. It's so different but still so you at the same time. But I just had a complex about putting it on my main feed because I was like, it's not a life dump, it's not a pretty picture, and it's not a workout, so therefore I probably shouldn't post it. Realistically, if I keep doing that, I'm never going to post on Instagram because I love the gym and I love fitness, but it's not everything to me. Like, it's not my entire life. It's not the only thing I'm interested in. And I feel like YouTube, I feel like that's why I love YouTube so much, because I come on here and I yap about perfume, I yap about makeup, I yap about life, I yap about therapy. And you guys are so receptive to it and you seem to love it. But I've somehow convinced myself that it's criminal to do that on Instagram. When it comes to my main feed, I really do restrict myself and it just makes me not want to post. I'll be completely honest. So let me know what kind of content you love to see the most on here, but in particular Instagram, if you do have it and you do follow me over there. What are your favourite kind of posts? Either to see from me that I've done in the past, or things that I post maybe on TikTok that you've seen that you really like and you wish I'd share it on Instagram, or bits from my vlogs that you think you'd like to see on Instagram. Basically, let me know. Guys, I've just taken the clips out. I've just been carrying on doing my makeup. I feel like now that I've taken the clips out after taming it a little bit, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still not sure it's, I don't know, I feel like actually, I'm saying I'm not sure, I feel like this kind of does look exactly like a blowout. So, because sometimes when I do my fringe, I think, whoa, we've put a bit too much volume in there. I don't know, I feel like it kind of has worked. I feel like we're definitely, well, it's definitely giving volume. It's now 9:20, so I really need to get a wiggle on because I need to get dressed, get to the gym, film my workout. I think my workout's going to take a bit longer to film today because I'm going to be doing a proper like in-depth voiceover for it. I do get requests to do mic'd up in the gym. I'll be honest, here's the issue. My gym plays like non-copyright music and I can try to isolate my voice as much as possible, but you can still hear the music in the background. And 9 times out of 10, when I was using my mics for YouTube videos, I got them all demonetized. Or like they'd still run ads, but I wouldn't get any of the money because I got a copyright for it. And I'm trying to avoid having that happen again. So that's the reason why I don't do mic'd up. Otherwise, I actually much prefer it because I can literally talk you through it as I'm doing it. Twinkle Toes is FaceTiming. But I did that like half an hour ago. I've like tamed it now.
I love it.
Do you? Do you think it looks good?
Yeah, I really, really like it.
Apologies guys, Twinkle Toes was on the phone, so I've just finished getting dressed. I did buy some perfume samples, which I've been doing some perfume content on TikTok. If you have TikTok and you're into perfume content, go and check it out. I feel like that's where I feel most comfortable sharing, and here obviously. Oh my god, I feel like the hair was giving and now it's stressing me out with how much volume is in there. Narco Oasis is like sugary, pineapple, tropical fruit vibes. Guava Sorbet is like a super sweet, fresh, clean, fruity kind of scent. The Loewe one is basically like Herba Pura, just not quite as musky. So like think tropical, mango, pineapple, fruity kind of scent, but not quite as musky. I'm gonna go with Narco Oasis. That's what I'm feeling today. So yeah, let's go make a pre-workout and get on our merry little way to the gym. I don't know what I didn't really think this through. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair when I'm in the gym because I'm not sure what I can do with my hair when it's like this in the gym, but we'll work it out, guys. We'll work it out. Really quickly before I get in my car, pre-workout of choice is, again, if you've been keeping up with the vlogs, you'll know this is one of my favourite pre-workouts. The Ghost Pump in the passion fruit flavour, ideal for like as we're heading into summer. It's like the perfect mix of sweet and tiny bit sour, but not too sour. I feel like passion fruit is either really sickly or really sour when it's a flavouring. This is like spot on. And then I just pop my creatine in with it. I was saying in last week's vlog, bring back cheap creatine because why has it gotten so expensive? When I first started taking it, I was at uni and I could get a bag of it for like £8. Just do a quick little gym OOTD. So the top I've got on is the Aritzia Butter Fabric Essentials tee. I just love these, and as you can see, it's single layered because I hate double layered stuff. It's so uncomfortable. So I would take a slightly sheer top over a thick double layered one 9 times out of 10. I love a single layered, but as you can see, it's still nice and plenty thick. And then for bottoms, I've just got my Grand Central contour shorts on, and then I've just got my Garage grey cuffed joggers. I'm gonna shove my hands are upstairs, so I guess I'm putting my Uggs on, but let's go.
Okay, this is my glutes and hamstrings day, which you guys are probably sick to death of seeing, but I keep my programs the same and I rinse and repeat because that's how we grow. We progressively overload and we train with intensity. All jokes aside, if you want this if you want this workout in depth, last week's video. So I'm starting off with barbell hip thrust. This is one of my 2 heavier sets where I'm pushing for sort of 6 to 8 reps here. And I can happily report I've done this session again this week and I've added 5 kilos to the lift. So we're progressing, we're getting stronger, we're training hard. So this is one of my heavier sets for my barbell hip thrust. Like I said, if you want it super in depth, like everything down to the T, like intensity, form, progressive overload, everything you want to really know how to grow up under, last week's video. Next, we're moving on to some RDLs. So again, this was one of my heavier sets. Aiming to try and get sort of 2 sets of 6 to 8. I think this was my second heavier set. So again, engaging your lats as you walk the bar back. I've had a lot of questions about getting wrist straps on, so I will include that in a vlog soon or in a workout. Somehow I will explain to you guys how wrist straps work because I'd already pre-filmed this, so I couldn't add to it because I'd already filmed it. But again, you already know the drill with RDLs by now. Hinging your hips back until your hips can't move any further back, slight bend in the knee, not trying to like pop your arse out at the top, not putting a massive curve through your lower back, keeping your chest stacked over your ribs, stacked over your hips, keeping everything nice and tight, nice tight core, bracing, etc, etc, etc. Then we are moving on to some deficit reverse lunges. So I'm just practicing body weight only just to make sure I've got the right range of motion so that I'm using the deficit, tapping at the floor and then picking up my dumbbell. I have found actually that these are starting to feel like, with this movement, I'm starting to feel like I need to definitely go up in terms of dumbbell weight because I'm finding it's more like my breathing and like just feeling exhausted by doing the movement that's bringing me to failure, not my muscles. So I'm actually going to, for next week, I'm going to be picking up a 25 kilo dumbbell, I think, just to try and bring my reps down a little bit and try and make sure that it's my glutes and quads that are bringing me to failure, not the fact that I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't breathe properly, which I find breathing and stuff and getting gassed out by a movement and finding it harder in that way much more common with a single leg exercise, and I know a lot of other people feel the same way. Please know that is completely normal. It's incredibly taxing and you've also got 2 legs to do, so you're basically doing double the work. But again, like I've said before, do rest in between legs. You don't have to go from your right leg to your left leg straight away. You can do a rest. I will rest for like 30 seconds to 1 minute between legs for this reason, because it is technically a separate set. So then I am just doing some glute medius kickbacks. You guys already know by now, pizza cutter analogy. You're not going straight back, you're not going straight to the side. It's a Domino's that's been cut into, let's say, 8, and you're going for that diagonal sort of path with your foot, like the inside of your foot turned towards the cable machine, so it's not your toes aren't facing it, it's the inside of your foot, so there's a slight angle to it as well. So yeah, just doing my glute medius kickbacks here. If you are wanting to build like a shelf appearance, working on your glute medius is going to help you out a lot. I'm not saying doing this is going to grow you the biggest glutes in the world, because movements like your RDLs, your lunges, your leg presses, your hip thrusts are going to build a lot more glute max muscle, but doing things like this can help to build up your glute medius, which does sit where the shelf portion of your glutes is, and I have got quite a strong glute medius. Like when I tense it, you can really see that there is a shelf going on there, and I do think it's because I do a lot of single leg work, yes, but I also love doing some glute medius kickbacks. Finishing off with some hamstring curls. You already know the drill. How many times? Take a shot every time I say you already know the drill. You already know the drill. But seriously, keep your hips, try and like keep them pushed into the pad as much as possible so that your bum isn't flying in the air, again, so that you are not using momentum to lift the weight, muscles to move weight, not momentum. Always remind yourself of that when you're in the gym. Slow things down, make sure you're fully contracting your muscles and actually using them to lift the weight, not just flinging your legs around. I feel like it's really easy to do that on kickbacks, ham curls and leg extension, so making sure that you are really actually using the muscles, not the momentum. And yeah, that was my training session.
I just finished my workout and Twinkle Toes was like, I'm just going on a side quest, BRB. And he's gone and got me an iced latte, and look what I've just done with some of it. I was such an idiot. I was coming in my car to grab my camera. Oh my god, there's hair stuck in it as well. Gross. I was coming in to grab my camera, put my coffee down, didn't think, and it just completely tipped over. But these are our iced lattes. Look. Where are they from? Doughboy Donuts. We got the donut last week and it was really good, wasn't it? Which one's mine?
Yours, I was going to say has more in it, but you've just spilt half of it, so I don't know which is which. Let me...
Got it. No, I'll do that. I spilt it. You don't need to do it. Fixed it. Haven't we?
Yes.
We fixed it and now we've got our coffees.
And surprise number 2, we have a lotus.
Fuck off.
Cookie.
You didn't tell me about that.
No, I was keeping it surprise.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Is it good? Do you know what that tastes exactly like?
What?
The cookies you used to get at primary school. Like the shit primary school cookies, but I miss them. You know, like the shit sponge cake with custard.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like. Yum. Back from the gym, I thought I'd just give you an update on my heatless blowout. Obviously I've gone and trained, so my hair has dropped out much more significantly than it would have done if I hadn't, but I still feel like it looks good, and obviously the top of it has calmed down a lot now, so I feel like the top of it looks a lot better. And honestly, like with the length of my hair, love my air wrap, but this is kind of how my air wrap styles hold now with the length of my hair. So to say that I've used no heat on it, it feels really good. And also I usually, when I've tried heatless styles before, it looks good when I take it out and then my hair just goes so frizzy. I feel like my hair has maintained its like silkiness, softness with this. I'm really happy with it, but I'm just clipping the front back because I'm about to crack on with some work. I've just come home and made myself a quick lunch. So this is my salad bowl today. We've got leaves, I've got corn, I've got Brussels sprouts roasted in like Cajun, I've got feta cheese, I've got chicken, and then I've just got some chipotle hot and smoky dressing. And yeah, I'm gonna eat this. I feel like it looks so weird having a massive salad bowl in my bedroom with me, but this is where I will be doing my work for the day. So I'm just mixing that in. It doesn't look as good when you mix it in, but it tastes 10 times better. I just wish I had some tzatziki. I forgot to get that in my weekly shop yesterday. But the sprouts are so good. I picked up on that when I went to America. Like a lot of salad places, they'll have like roasted sprouts, or they'll do sprouts in like miso, glaze, roasted sprouts, blah 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 sprouts. We don't do sprouts other than on a Christmas dinner over here, and these are so much nicer. If you don't like sprouts, you won't like them. But I do like sprouts. I'm one of the people that likes them. I've always liked them. When I was little, I used to pretend I didn't like those, and I used to pretend I didn't like tomatoes because none of my friends liked them. And mushrooms as well. I felt like I was going to get teased if I said that I liked them. But I've always loved tomatoes, mushrooms and sprouts, and olives. Love olives as well. But I'm going to eat this, crack on with some work, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. I just wanted to show you how the heatless blowout goes throughout the day. It's been like a solid, it's 20 to 2 now, so it's been a solid few hours, and I've trained. I don't know, I feel like, yeah, it's not held amazingly, but on my hair it doesn't hold that well anymore because my hair's too long and too soft, so I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. Just before I go, how cute are these? I love hydrangeas, we've always had them in the garden, but I've never seen them being sold in a flower shop before, but there was a flower shop, it's in Manchester, just outside the Arndale Centre, and he had sunflowers, tulips, hydrangeas, and he had these beautiful like baby pink ones, which I just thought was so pretty, so Twinkle Toes did buy me these, but yeah, they're in my room, in my little girly section. My check-ins are done for the day. I've just made a little reel for my coaching page. I don't know what's come over me. I've posted a perfume reel on Instagram this week. I've posted my first, it's really bad, I've posted my first post of the year, not even the month, the year, on my coaching page. Right, let's fix those hip thrusts. There are a couple reasons. And then it's focusing on tempo, so I've done like a green screen of some client videos showing people how to better do the hip thrusts. The idea came to me during check-ins and I was like, I'm going to do that right now, because if I don't do it right now, I'm literally not going to do it. So that's that. Update on Nike Oasis. Love the smell, but I feel like it's kind of disintegrated into nothing on my skin. It's still there a little bit, but it's kind of not. But I also have been to the gym and sweated, so I feel like it's maybe not the most fair test. I would want to wear that on holiday in the summer, so if it doesn't do well in the heat and it just kind of dissipates, I don't know if I would want to own it. I have just been finally I have like most of my bits in for my giveaways, so I obviously do the cash giveaways, the voucher giveaways, and then for February I did the gym hampers as well, which this is honestly probably my favourite giveaway that I run. I just love it so much. Everyone gets to pick a gym fit, a supplement, and then of their choice, like they can have whatever they want as long as it's in stock. I'm not a genius, I can't work magic. Buy it for them and then I ship it out with some of my favourite bits. So I'm just going to show you an example one. This girl wanted the ESN, this honestly sounds really good, white chocolate pistachio flavour protein, so she's got that. And then for her outfit she went with an Anchor Aura jacket and with the Revive leggings. And in terms of my little bits, I just like putting in things that I love and that I rave about, so it's like a good mix of things that people actually want and then things that I really love that might be a little like out of budget for some people, or something that they've not tried before, or something they've wanted to try but not been able to for whatever reason, because there's nothing more irritating than someone banging on about something and you just being like, bitch, I can't try that. I would love to try it, but I can't. So I'm putting in each of them an EOS vanilla body lotion, I'm putting in a phlur vanilla skin, an Ole Henriksen lip balm. I wanted to get the plain creme brulee one, but they were out of stock, so I've done still creme brulee, but it's got shimmer in it. I've not actually tried this one, but I'm sure it's lovely. It'll just have a little bit of glow to it. Of course, a Touchland hand sanitizer has to go in there. That's one for the gym bag immediately. Everyone's getting a peach iced tea. I wanted to get mango peach iced tea because that is my like favourite from ESN. However, I have the mini samples, so everyone's getting a peach iced tea sachet in their box. Everyone's getting some eye patches from Space NK just for like a little self-care moment, and then everyone's getting a different perfume sample because the sample place I order from wouldn't let me buy multiple of one, different one for each. So I went with, this girl is going to be getting Mancera Amore Cafe, which is like vanilla ice cream boozy sort of scent. Someone's getting Delina exclusive, which is obviously rosy jammy goodness. Someone is getting Valaya exclusive, which is like clean girl scent, and it's so yummy, it's my favourite at the moment. And then someone is getting Xerjoff Herba Pura, which is like musky tropical goodness. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what goes in those, and it's my favourite type of giveaway that I do. Like, shopping for these makes me more excited than shopping for myself, and trust me, I like shopping for myself. I do have the other three all ready to go. They're just in little boxes, but I'd rather just take them all to the post office at the same time, so I need to work out how I'm going to package this one up. Me and Twinkle Toes are going to go for a little canal walk, so I'll take you along for that because I think I've done like 1,300 steps today, so I need to work on that. Okay, I fear I'm now going to sound like a big fat hypocrite because I've just said to you guys, what on earth is my dad watching and why is it on so loud? Anyway, I've just obviously said I love mango peach iced tea. However, I'm nearing the end of my tub of that, and I feel like with any protein product, you should try and switch up the flavours where possible, otherwise you will get sick of it. And I'm not sick of it yet, but I feel like if I get another tub like a quarter of the way through it, I could be, especially because I'm actually reaching for that like once a day most days at the moment. So I got a sample of the strawberry lime one last week. Do you remember Calippo shots? Yes, that's exactly what this tastes like. Exactly what this tastes like, and it's delicious. I'm going to try and make it into ice lollies. I'll probably include that in this vlog. But right now, I don't have the patience for that. I'm going to make it into just a nice, refreshing beverage. This is unreal. And guys, you know, I've spoken, there's a few, I feel like I speak about protein products a lot, but it's the same couple over and over and over again, because most protein products I cannot stand. This, oh, guys, honestly, it's like it tastes like Calippo shots. It's unreal. I'm gonna put it in my special little glass. I'm so excited to try and make this into ice lollies. We used to have ice lolly molds, but I don't think we have them anymore. I do feel like there is a knack to making a good clear whey, because I basically then put a tiny bit of water in and whisk it. I find that when I do it this way, I get less clumps. Because the thing is with clear whey, I genuinely don't think you can just put that in a shaker. It will give baby sick in texture.
Where's your mother?
I'm assuming son, baby.
Oh, I'm assuming she's sitting outside her. She'll end up like a wrinkled prune like that lady next door to your granny. She will.
So I put a tiny bit of water in, whisk it, and then I add the rest of the water, and then you just need to leave it for like 1-2 minutes because it'll go all frothy, but then it settles down. And look at that, there are 0 clumps, no lumps, no bumps, no nothing. It's just smooth. And I feel like you can tell even by the colour, this is just fucking good, you know? This is just bloody good stuff. You can tell that there's something different about it. It's not just a straight up juice. They all have that distinct taste, but it's very subtle in these. I don't find it to be too strong. I really like this. It just tastes like Calippo shots and it's delicious. But yeah, that's how I do it, because if you put this or any clear whey just in a shaker and do it like your other proteins, I feel like you'll end up with bits and it'll be giving baby sick. So don't do that. Maybe don't do that. But yeah, I'm gonna drink this, go for a walk.
You look really posh and famous and I look stupid. Yeah. And I love it. Wait, can we see the background? Can we see this? Oh no, there's no sun.
There is no sun.
It's just,
You dumb bitch.
It's just fucking freezing.
Oh, it's really cold, guys.
Should we run?
No.
To keep warm?
No.
You're wearing the right outfit for it. Mewy Mewies are meant to be running.
Mewy Mewies. Meow meow.
Whose horse is that? Whose horse is that?
Morning, we're now on Wednesday. I am just charging my car. I feel like this is the story of my life. I feel like I'm constantly charging my car, but I'm just charging my car because it's 9:30 and at 10:15 we have a house viewing booked in. So I'm just going to charge my car up a little bit. I have enough charge to get to the viewing and back, but I want to go to the gym afterwards and I don't really want to have to charge it after the viewing. I kind of just want to get straight off so then I can get back. I've not had a house viewing in so long. I don't know if anyone else feels like this if you're going through the house buying process or even just viewing, but I feel like when I'm in like the swing of viewing houses, I'm really in the swing of it and I want to look at loads, but as soon as I stop, so I kind of stopped looking at them in person after I got gazumped because that just irritated me, and I've just found it really hard to get. I've still been looking on Rightmove, but in terms of booking viewings, it sounds so dramatic, but it's like I can't be bothered to go and look at a house in person, really like it, and then miss out on it again. But I know that that is just the nature of buying a house. Like, it's a really annoying, irritating process, and if I can't get over that fact, I am not going to get a house. So I'm trying to basically just get over myself a little bit. And what isn't, sorry, I've taken you off that thing because I couldn't tell if the lighting was good or bad. I never know what's appropriate to share and what isn't, but I will share the house buying searching process as much as possible, like I promised to you guys, but it is really, really frustrating. I try now to not get my hopes up too much. The house I'm looking at today, quite different in the sense that the houses I've looked at already are either not fresh new builds, but newer build, like they've been built within the past 10 years. So they don't really naturally need anything doing to them, or older properties that really need a lot doing to them. The one I'm looking at today is an older house, but it looks like they've redone it, so it doesn't look like there would be anything that needs doing to it, which is kind of the happy medium, because the issue that I'm finding with newer builds is, yeah, they look great, and, you know, on paper, you don't need to do anything to them. However, the size of the bedrooms is just so odd. I swear you couldn't even fit a bed in there. Like, it's so small. I mean, you must be able to, otherwise I'm sure they couldn't class it as a bedroom. But I don't know who decides on the like spacing for the sizes. Odd. And a lot of them take up like precious room space by putting an ensuite in some of the bathrooms, which it's nice, don't get me wrong, that would be really nice, but I feel like I don't need an ensuite and a bathroom, especially when they're both kind of technically next to each other. I get it, it's nice when you've got guests over, but I don't know, it just feels like a waste of space. The one I'm looking at today looks like I would not need to do anything to it, and it looks like the bedrooms are much more sensibly sized. However, the estate agents can be very shifty. They could have taken those pictures on like 0.5. You can really make things look a lot bigger than they are when you do that. I am excited. I have a good feeling about this house, so I am really excited to go and look at it. I'm just trying not to get my hopes up too much. I don't want you guys to think, what a miserable bitch, like she's so lucky she's able to go and even be thinking about buying a house on her own at her age. Like, what miserable little rat. I don't want to come off that way. I'm just trying not to get my hopes up too much, because I really got my hopes up last time and I was really sad afterwards. I've not put any perfume on yet today, so I brought my perfume with me so I can apply it in the car. I am not joking. Like, I know that everyone's gonna say, Kat, like, you're lying, like it's not true. You can ask Twinkle Toes, like literally ask Twinkle Toes. When I went to Marks and Spencer's at the weekend, I walked out and a woman literally wound down her car window in the car park and she said, "Excuse me," and I was like, oh my god, like I've dropped something, like what have I done? And she was like, "When you walked past me in there, I thought, oh, she smells lovely, I'll have to ask her what she's got on." So now that I've just seen you, I'm asking. So I was like, oh, it's phlur exclusive. This is what I had on. And this is one of my favourite perfumes at the moment. I'm really regretting not getting the full size bottle, because I feel like this is going to run out very quickly for me. And I do get compliments on scent a lot, but for like a stranger, like someone that doesn't even know me, to literally wind down her window in the car park and stop me and say, "You smell great," like she could smell me just walking around Marks and Spencer's. I feel like that's pretty impressive. So this is that perfume. Really pretty. The original gives me a headache. This is the exclusive version. It's just not as like screechy. It's a really clean, grown up, fresh kind of scent. I feel like it's perfect for a house viewing, for mature activities. Oh, it just smells so good. The longevity and projection, well, the projection is clearly good, because the woman was like, "You smell amazing." Not the best to spray in an enclosed space, I will say that. It's getting in the back of my throat, but I love that perfume so much. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here, do a little bit of work on my phone, and then it's house viewing time. I'm back from doing my cardio. I have a lot to fill you in on Ari, the house viewing, which I'll get into later because I'm now in a massive rush. I need to eat my lunch, and then I'm actually going to the golf course. Twinkle Toes plays golf. It's a granddad sport, but I want to get my steps in, and it's a really nice day out and I've not done my steps yet, so I have time, I can go, so that's what we're going to go and do. But I just wanted to show you, because I never got round to talking about it yesterday, my corn. I've done this to death, but I will explain again. I just put on olive oil and Cajun seasoning, that's it. I put it in the air fryer on roast for 15 minutes, and it's nice like roasted corn, and then it's done for the week. This week, instead of doing broccoli, I did sprouts. I really respect, I don't know if it's like an America-wide thing, but in Houston anyway, they really like sprouts, but they don't do them normal. They do them like roasted and all that sort of stuff, and I feel like we just, unless it's a Christmas dinner, we don't do sprouts over here. So again, olive oil, salt and pepper, Cajun seasoning, in the air fryer on roast for 15 minutes, and that's how they came out, and they are so good. So I'm going to bang this in a bowl together with some salad again and my chicken for my lunch. But yeah, I'm in a rush, so I will have to fill you guys in on the house stuff later, but it didn't go well.
To the flag?
Where?
So a big swing back. Well done.
It's painful being good at everything. Guys, what a day. I have been doing work. It's now 8:45. I've just finished up doing work for the day, so everything that I needed to get done is done. I know that I'm going to get questions about this heatless blowout if I don't show you guys how I've actually done it. So I'm going to show you how I did it when I did it the other day. I'm going to try and do it the exact same again in 3 sections. So I'm going to do it in 3 sections again. Rods are from the Bouncy Blow Dry Company. I'll link them below. This is not an ad or sponsored. I paid for these. Please be aware these do not have clips on, but they're these microfiber towels. I've tried ones with clips, like I literally have them behind my mirror, but they're silky and they completely fell out of my hair. Like they just completely fell out. You're gonna roll. I like to roll like this bit. Oh, I'm saying I like to do this. Bitch, you've done it like twice. Shut up. Stop being so irritating. And this is how I like to do it. I'm such a pro. And then once I've tucked that bottom bit under, you can then basically just roll your hair up it. And then once you get to the top, and I do mine to the side, just so that then I have one side I can comfortably sleep on. So I had to take a break because I had to redo that bottom section. I'd actually done it too thin and then the middle layer was too thick, and I'm using a thinner rod on this one. No particular reason other than the fact that my pack came with thick rods and a thin rod just in case you've got more hair. I feel like I could have done with 3 thick rods, to be honest. Maybe I've just got too much hair. I'm now doing the second section, and again I'm just repeating the process. Then for this section, as you've seen, I've obviously just brush it all forward, and then you're going to repeat the process. So you're going to put the roller under, and you're going to basically bring all your hair towards your face. It's a tedious process. Okay, so then it's going to look like this. And those end bits back at the top. So we've got a lovely looking donut there. And that's how we look. And that's how we're going to sleep. Absolutely stunning. And then the final touch, you're going to put a bag on your head. No, if you've got a satin bonnet, use it. I do have one. I don't know where I've put it though. I've lost it, which is really annoying because I don't feel like I got my cost per use out of that. Unless my sister's stolen it. But I do have a silk pillowcase at the back, like so. And then this way, my hair is covered because I feel like otherwise it could go quite frizzy. Honestly, now that I've got this on my head and you guys have seen how I'm going to sleep for the night, I'm probably going to update you on the house buying process tomorrow because love you guys, but I feel like you probably won't be able to take me seriously if I do a serious segment when I look like this. So I will catch you tomorrow. Morning guys, let's take this hair out and see how it's worked. I do feel like, even though, you know, I was saying like, oh, just put things to one side of your head, I feel like my neck hurt when I wake up after I've slept in these. Bottom bit's looking good, she's looking nice. Now it's time for the moment of truth. I'll be honest, I didn't actually change anything since I did this originally the other day when it didn't go quite right. Oh, I don't think my hair's dry. Okay, my scalp feels a little bit damp, so I don't know if this is going to have gone as well as the other days. Okay, no, it is just as crazy as the other days, but this is how it looks when I take it out. She is a curly girly. I just can't get over how, like, actually, no way. I feel like this looks better than the other day. Honestly, I feel like I would genuinely happily leave my house with my hair like this. I know it's very, like, 90s vibe, but I do feel like I can kiss goodbye to this because I am actually getting my hair done today and I want to get my bangs a bit shorter, so I don't know if I'm even going to be able to still do this after today, but I just feel like every time I get my bangs, my hair grows, and I know that I'm very grateful for how quick my hair grows, but my hair grows so quick that very, very, very quickly it's kind of gone. Like my bangs only last me like 2 weeks and then they start looking, I don't think bangs look good when they've grown out too much, which is weird because I feel like I used to think leaving the 2 front bits out regardless of the length looked so good, but I'll be honest, I look back on some YouTube videos where I did that, or even some pictures, and I just think, yeah, no, that doesn't look quite right, queen. Work hair gym. I need to start sorting out this week's YouTube video. I think it's going to be a workout video and not this vlog, so you'll be seeing this vlog next week. Anyway, the house viewing. Yeah, I left in tears from the house viewing yesterday. I think I just, you know, yesterday how I was saying I don't want to get too excited, but like I am really excited about looking at this house. So it was definitely a catfish situation. Like the kitchen was like beautiful, like gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous kitchen, but The bedrooms upstairs were still so small. It's by far the nicest kitchen I've seen in a house out of what I've looked at so far. Like, it was just so light and bright. It's hard because when you're looking around houses with other people, obviously they're going to give you their 2 cents because they care, like they want you to make the right decision. But I think I just felt really overwhelmed yesterday because I was looking around it, I was like, yeah, there's probably not enough room, but like no one even asked me what I thought. It was just kind of this isn't worth X amount, they'll never get X amount for this, blah 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 blah, you shouldn't buy it. And these are all like thoughts I don't know if anyone else gets like this. These are all thoughts I was having in my own head, but I feel like I just got very overwhelmed because I was like, okay, like I agree, but no one's asked me what I thought, and it's me who's going to be forking out for a house anyway. So why has no one asked? Like, I love having an opinion on things because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I have never bought a house before, so I feel like I do want that guidance and opinion, but maybe just toned down like 20-30%, you know. That house was another dud. The house that I put the offer on in Christmas time is actually still up for sale. It's now listed with like, they've dropped the asking price by 5 and it's now listed with like 6 different estate agents, so they're clearly really trying to sell it. And my mum and dad are saying I should go and look at that one again for a 3rd time, but I feel like the issue is, since I obviously put that offer in and then got excited, they accepted it and then they pulled basically the rug from underneath me. In that time I've looked at other houses around the same price point, and from a space point of view, and I've obviously had more time to think about it, from a space point of view I don't know if there is enough space. Then I'm like, am I ever going to be 100% yes about any house? Everyone says that when you know, you know. Like, and I feel like people say that about relationships and they say it about houses as well. Well, I don't know. So we're back to square one, son. Hey, we're ready. I'm ready. I feel like I look so OTT to go to the gym, but hey, the world is my oyster. Perfume today, I'm gonna do another sample. I want to try the Loewe on my skin, so I'm doing Paula's I Beat the Cosmic. This is like tropical fruity yumminess. It's like Herba Pura. It is still musky, not quite as musky, like it's slightly less musky, but it's super fruity, super tropical, super summer vibes. This would be an amazing holiday scent. Oh, so fucking good. It smells so fucking good. So top, I've actually got a crop top on, which is not like me, but I've just got my LDB crop top on. These are super sheer. These are the OT crop tees, but my gym was honestly really warm the other day, so I want something super thin on because it looks like it's going to be quite warm again today. So yeah, these are super sheer, especially in white, but I honestly don't mind how it looks. I've got the Aura Strappy Bright in tea rose on underneath. Then I've just got on my steel contour shorts, which I feel like goes so nicely with the tea rose colour. I just feel like this is such a cute outfit colour combination. And then I've just got my garage joggers on. These are the Ultra Fleece cuffed boyfriend jogger. Love. Probably one of my favourite pairs of joggers that I own, and I've washed them and they've not shrank too much yet, so they're definitely holding up better than my Aritzia so far, and they were cheaper, so I highly recommend these. I prefer these to the cargos. I've got the straight leg version as well. I also prefer those to the cargos, and if you're taller, the length on these is phenomenal. So yes, let's go to the gym. Guys, I'm actually on such a High School Musical kick at the moment. Ever since I went to the golf course yesterday with Twinkle Toes, and we were obviously doing the whole, well, we weren't, I was. In my mind, I was just thinking, oh, I could do my bet on it. Music video remake, there, and there. And I was planning it out in my brain, and then I couldn't stop listening to it. And then in the gym, it's all I've listened to for my workout. I'm in town now. I've just parked 12:30, 20 to 1. So I'm going to go and grab a poke bowl from my favourite place. Going to get a matcha and get some steps in. And meander around. My hair appointment isn't until 2. I am parked at like the opposite end to where I get my poke bowls, but I will take you guys with me for a little meander. I didn't film my training session today just because it's literally in the very last vlog that I uploaded, and I did it quite in depth. Yeah, I decided to leave that one today in terms of filming, but yeah, I'm on such a High School Musical kick. I feel like there's 3 songs, and I feel like they are all from different High School Musicals, but they all fit the same vibe, and it's Get Your Head in the Game, Scream, and Bet on It. and I feel like they all give off the same vibe. And if you could only pick one, I am curious, you can only keep one, which one would you keep? I'm honestly really loving these heatless blowouts, by the way. Like, obviously it doesn't last as much as it, like as intense as it looked this morning, but even when it drops out, it's not going frizzy. I feel like it still looks really nice. But for my hair today, I think I'm literally just toning it down just because it has gone really light where I had highlights before, and then I do want slightly shorter bangs, so basically just to freshen up. I'm not doing anything crazy, but I do want my bangs kind of shorter because I just really like having them. I just find that I used to love slicking all my hair back, and I love that for a half up half down now, but I don't really love slicking all my hair up like all of it anymore. So that was the only thing that put me off bangs before. That used to be my requirement. It used to be like be able to put it back all in one go with the rest of my hair lengthwise. Now I'm like, no, let's do it a bit shorter. I feel like it's like being blonde. You want to go blonder and blonder and blonder, or going brunette. You want to go darker and darker and darker. When you get bangs, you want them shorter and shorter and shorter. But yeah, let's go get some lunch, get a matcha, get this hair done. It does need doing. Okay guys, the hair is done. I'm so happy with it. Jason just does my hair the best. If you're in the local area, it's Jason. He works at Ollerton's, which is in Victoria Grey. He's been doing my hair for years, and he is my favourite person to do my hair. And he's someone where if it's not right, you can tell him and he will be like, he's very open to feedback. He also always asks for your feedback, and like with my bangs, like they were looking a little choppy, so I was like, can we just feather them a bit more? And he's honestly smashed it. Like they look so good. I'm so happy with it, and I've gone a little bit shorter with my bangs. Just dragged a little bit of ashiness through like the lengths of my hair, like you'd highlight it, but not, I think it's called a low light. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Just dragged it through like the lengths and like the back bits, but probably only like 6 or 8 little portions, just to break up how the bits that are lighter have been going. And then in my bangs, we did actually do like 3 little baby lights, just because my hair has grown so much since I last had it highlighted in the summer that my natural root is actually down to about here. So it's like if we chop the bangs shorter, you're still going to have all this lightness through here, but you're going to have nothing through your bangs, and it might look a little off because it's going to be a very different colour. So he did actually do some little like 1, 2, 3 little baby lights just right underneath my fringe to give it a little bit of dimension, and then obviously toned it back down again. And I'm just so happy with it. I love having bangs. When I first got them, I was like, these are so annoying. I feel like it just makes my hair look so much more expensive, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, let's drive home. I have my ESN ice lollies in the freezer, which I need to see if they worked. I made them last night. I'll talk to you about how I made them when I get home. But yeah, I feel so much better. I'm so happy with my hair. Jason, we bloody love you. Guys, okay, we're home. I'm very excited because we're about to see if my ice lolly creations worked or not. This is the clear way that I've used. I used 1.5 scoops of this. So in total, there's about 37 grams of protein in all these, divided by 6. What is that? So these have got about 6 grams of protein in each, which obviously isn't loads, but it's not bad for a little snack, and it's probably like 30 calories or so. I filled it up with water and then emptied that water into a jug to see how many mils it was and how many mils I would need, because I didn't want to make 500 ml of water with the protein and then some of it go to waste because it won't fit in. And then it was about 350 ml. You're meant to do 1 scoop per 500 ml, so the texture might be a little thicker, but it went in fine. It went in like water. But yeah, my inspiration for these was the fact that when I tried the strawberry and lime the other day, by the way, this is not an ad, like I fully pay for these products myself and I don't work with ESN. They have sent me stuff before, but this is not part of that. Yeah, when I had the strawberry and lime for the first time the other day, it really reminded me of the Calippo shots. I'm trying to like peel the silicone. My mum said to put them in hot water so they come out, but I don't want 6 ice lollies. So I'm kind of stuck. I'm kind of at a loss. Okay, it's coming. It is frozen. Oh my god, guys, it's such a pretty colour. How good is that? Shut up. How did this turn into this? I really hope this is nice. Oh my god, my fingers are absolutely freezing. Okay, cheers, guys. It's looking pretty good. It looks like a watermelon slice. It looks so refreshing. Shut up. That is so good. It tastes like the Calippo shots, but in an ice lolly format. That is delicious. This is the best creation I've ever made. This is my contribution to society. Put this on my grave. This is my contribution to society. I know I'm not the first person to do this, but I might be the first person to do it with this flavour. And I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. This is my best contribution to society. You are very, very welcome. I think you guys are going to love these if you try them. If you have another clear whey, you don't have to get this one. If you've got a clear whey and you think, that'd be nice. Do you know what this would be really nice as well? If I just whacked all these in a blender and made like a slushie. I have a little bit of work that I need to catch up on, so I'm going to love you and leave you guys and get on with that whilst I've got my little snack lolly. But I love my hair so much. I'm so happy with it. In terms of cut, we just trimmed the bottom and then retrimmed my face frame in layers. And then obviously, like I've explained, like my bangs are actually a lot shorter this time round. Like that's how short they are. I've never had my bangs this short. I normally go for like here. They're significantly shorter, but I loved them last time. I love them when they're a bit longer as well, but I just feel like I'm a bangs girl now and I want to lean into that a little bit more. Do I get them shorter? I don't know. But yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend trying this. Unreal.
Cardio with hybrid this. It's like abs.
I might do a little bit of abs, but then you have totally snaked me out by not coming to the gym. So...
Hello. Okay, I've just got to the gym. We're on Friday. Guys, I'm loving the bangs. Like, they are significantly shorter than last time and definitely a little bit harder to style, but I'm very, very, very much happy with them. I just feel like it adds a little extra something to, like, I just love how swoopy it is. But yeah, I just got to the gym. I'm not really feeling a massive session today, so I'm undecided. I'm either going to do upper and cardio or just cardio. I'm kind of swaying towards just cardio right now, and then if I'm feeling good after I've done cardio, I will do upper body as well. So we're gonna go and get that done, and then today I really need to sort this week's YouTube video out. I'll show you guys what I use to edit and stuff, because I do get questions about that sometimes. It's gonna be a workout. That's what I'm gonna film, like an in-depth workout. Well, I've already filmed the workout, but I need to film the rest of it and edit that down. So I'll probably edit that down before I film that, because I think I'm gonna do it where I like minimize me into like the bottom corner of the screen so that I can talk you through the workout properly, rather than just voiceover in it, because I feel like sometimes I'm a hand talker and I explain things with my hands, so I want you guys to be able to see what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do sprints. I'm really in the mood for some sprints, not gonna lie. So voluminous. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so this was my final bit of cardio for the week. As you'll have seen, I did do 40 minutes on the stairs earlier in the week, so I just chose to do 20 minutes of some interval sprints. So I did some dynamic stretching for a warm-up, and then I just go into a like fast-paced walk, and then I build up my speed for my intervals. So I'll just do some like jogging warm-ups, slowly working the speed up, so that I can get up to 18 comfortably and it doesn't feel like a shock to the system, because I've done almost like doing warm-up sets, warm-up sprints basically. So I've worked my way up in terms of the speed, so it's going to feel a lot more comfortable, and then I got a little bit too warm. Those are the garage joggers, by the way, but the straight leg ones. I just love them so much. So in terms of my intervals, I'll do walking into sprinting, and then I will either go back into walking or I will just rest on the sides of the treadmill. If you want my like number one tip, as someone who used to be absolutely terrified of jumping on and off the treadmill, you just have to, I know it's going to sound really stupid, but you just have to do it. And if you practice doing it at a slower speed, you will feel much more comfortable, and you will actually find it's almost like a knee-jerk reaction. As you go faster and faster, it gets easier, because that is way easier. Like jumping off the belt, holding onto the sides and then lifting yourself up off is a much easier option than trying to press the stop button. You're not going to be able to do it because you're going to be zooming. You're going to be going too fast. They can't catch you. In terms of timings for these, I will do about 30 to 40 seconds off, a minute to 2 minutes, no, on, a minute to 2 minutes off. So that's the kind of intervals that I'm working with at the moment. I do want to get my rest times down, but I'm really enjoying just going kind of all out for my sprints at the moment. And the more all out you go in, the more rest you're going to need. So when I was done with those, I decided to do my core workout. So this is my favourite core workout to do. So I use the assisted machine. So you can do like pull-ups, chin-ups, or you can do core work on this. So first of all, I'm just doing 10 to 15 crunches. So this is where obviously I'm bending my knees and bringing them up. And then after I've done this, I go into leg raises. The main thing when you're doing your core work is to make sure that you are actually engaging your core, which is going to sound really, really, really dumb, but just bringing your knees up to your chest won't engage your core. If you are finding that your stomach is almost like doming, try and make sure that just like when you're going to lift, you get that kind of like as if someone was going to punch you in the stomach, you're doing that. And obviously if you're doing this or you're doing floor work, trying to keep your back as flat to the floor as possible. You don't want a huge arch in your back. And then I'm just doing some leg raises, trying not to use the momentum from my legs, trying to use my core to pick my legs up. And I'll do 2 to 3 sets of that.
I'm out of the gym, but I just met the nicest girl in the changing rooms. Honestly, it is my favourite thing ever when I bump into people that watch these videos or follow me on Instagram. It's literally my favourite thing ever. The weirdest thing is I'm always very conscious of being awkward with people because I am shy and I do have social anxiety and I can really struggle. This is going to sound so like, oh my god Amy, shut up, but I'm dead serious. There is something so nice about when I bump into any of you guys. I never feel awkward. Like for some reason it's never awkward, and I feel like that's because we're all on the same wavelength. And like if you're watching my videos, you probably have something in common with me, or like a similar to me in personality maybe, I don't know. There must be something that brings us all together, because it's happened a few times now, obviously not that often, I am a small person, but it's always either the gym, Zara, or Blank Street. It's happened a few times when I've been outside of Blank Street in London, and it's honestly my favourite thing ever. I used to get really, really, really awkward with it, but now it's my favourite thing ever. She was called Georgie, and she was so nice. Like, she was just so friendly and like lovely. So big fan. This is her Instagram. I feel like we should all go and support. Oh, that's my Audi thing, 1 second. This is her Instagram. I feel like we should all go and support another fellow Northern Queen. She is a PT and a coach. From what I can see, it looks like she does like a good mix of content as well. She's got lifting, she's got running, she's got life. So if you like following someone that does a little bit of everything, go follow Georgie. She was so sweet, like so sweet. She had really, really, really nice skin as well. Anyway, that's honestly made my day. Like, that is just so, I don't know, I just love it. If you ever do bump into me, because sometimes I get messages from people saying that they've seen me but they were too scared to say hi, please say hi. I love it. It's my favourite thing ever, and not in a like, oh my god, so famous way. Just in a, I really like yapping to you guys. I have a nice time. So yes, cardio done. Ready to just do cardio and core. I'm gonna treat myself to an iced latte on the way home, and then let's crack on with some work. There's also 20% off at Space NK until Monday, so I'm gonna order my sister-in-law's birthday presents, and I'm gonna let the girls on Instagram know that it's by the time this vlog goes up, it won't be on anymore, but I feel like it's my civic duty to let people know that they can get vanilla skin for 20% off. Do you know what I mean? I found out the news.
What can I get for you?
Hi, can I just get a small iced latte with oat milk, please?
Small iced oat latte. Yeah, of course. Did you want any flavoured syrups or anything for that?
No, thank you.
That's fine. Was that everything?
Yeah, thank you.
Drive over for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, I don't know if anyone listens to Sisters in the City, but I do actually have the Patreon because I find that sometimes the episodes on Patreon are a lot more interesting than the ones that they put out on the real one, and it's super cheap. I do the same with the girls' bathroom, but I am so glad that Anna is free from the shackles of this man, because I hope this is permanent this time.
Like, he just sounds awful. He sounds like an awful person, and I know that even in that podcast she's like, please don't say anything bad about him, like, I know he, and I'm like, oh, she's like, I know he loves me, I know he cares. I'm like, no, I really don't feel like he does. People that love and care don't act that way, and I know that people say, well, everyone shows it differently, but I just feel like, no. Also, we don't need to be like rehabilitation centres and like learning how to show love properly training centres for men, you know? Anyway, I've picked up my little small ice latte. Let's go make lunch. Crack on with some work. Hair thing to edit, and I've got my workout to edit because I really want to, probably want to plan out what I actually want to say in that video as well, so that I'm not just rambling. I want it to be like really helpful and in-depth. By the time this goes up, that video will already be live, so you can let me know if you thought it was helpful or not. If it wasn't, well, I don't know.
Been yapping my mum and dad's ear off about Jamie Lang and how amazing I think he is for his ultra marathons. Like, it's just, I honestly feel like it's so impressive. But I've just realised my lunch is just cooked, but I never showed you my gym outfit today, and I really like it. So I've got on my DIY Alphalete tank. So this is the men's vintage muscle tank, but I cut it and I took it into a strappy bra, and then I just tied it in a bobble at the back. Poise contour shorts, like the prettiest, like bloomy kind of pink colour. And then the Garage, I've got the straight legs on today. These are super tall girl friendly. I honestly feel like the Garage joggers are becoming probably one of my favourite joggers that I own. They're not heavyweight or anything like that, but I love the colour and I love the way they fit. Like, I've pretty much cycled between these and the cuffed version since I got them. So if you were in the US or Canada, go and check them out, try them on, see what you think. But I really like them, and I'm just obsessed with shade of grey. So yeah, I'm very, 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 really happy with my gym outfit today. They do have a pocket on the back, which I unpicked, but I need to lay it out because otherwise it's a little funky. Yeah, my stuff should be done. Got my sweet potatoes, just roasted those for 18 minutes. And then I've got my lemon and herb chicken, and I'll probably just shove a little bit of salad on the side. I've really been yapping for a long time. It's now 2 p.m. Shout out to Taylor, because the EOS lotion in the tub, it's hit TikTok shop, guys. It's 30 Great British pounds. That is insane. Like, absolutely insane, and I am not paying £30 for it. So I messaged Taylor. She could get me 3 of them and ship them over to me. So she is. So thank you, Taylor. I need to send her the money. I'm going to do that whilst I eat my lunch, because I'm just not paying £30 a tub. No way. It's like to $14 in the US, depending on the state. So quite frankly, ain't no way I'm paying £30 a tub. This is why I love the Americans. I love my Americans. I love having the Americans. Okay, I'm just about to start working on this week's YouTube video. Well, I'm saying I'm about to start working on the editing. I do get asked sometimes about my other camera, so I'm just going to show you now that I can properly show you it, because I'm not filming on it. It's the Sony A7C, and it's just a lens that it comes with, which is a 28-60. It's a very normal lens. It's got no sort of like fisheye effect. If anything, it's just quite nipped in. I do find that I have to put my camera quite far back in order for the shots not to be like ass, you know? I don't mean like ass as in bad, I just mean like if I'm filming a leg day, if I put it too close, it's like whoa, 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 whoa. Doesn't look quite right. But yeah, this is the camera that I don't really use it for vlogging anymore. I am trying to use this one because it's just so much easier. But when I was in Houston for that weekly vlog, I did use the camera I'm holding now, which is my Digi. It's my much smaller one for my workouts, and I just don't like how the footage comes out. I think it looks I think it's good for vlogging, but I do not like it for filming my workouts. I will stick to my camera. So this is the camera that I used to film this workout earlier this week, which will also be in this vlog, but if you want it more in depth,
it's the video from last week, because I'm pretty sure this is the video I'm going to do on Sunday. So this is what I use for editing. I use Final Cut Pro. You definitely don't need to use Final Cut Pro, but this is what I use. I did use iMovie for years because that's free. You get it free with your phone or with a laptop. You don't need Final Cut Pro. I just got it because it does limit your editing style, but if you're not doing anything where you need to be doing loads of side-by-sides and stuff, you really don't need Final Cut Pro or to be paying for it. It's a one-off payment. I think it was about, I want to say about £300, but you pay it once and then you have it forever. You get all the updates, like you just have it forever. And it is worth it for me, but if you're just starting out, do not pay for it. Use CapCut. I think CapCut has a desktop version. Use iMovie if you have Apple products. I don't know if you can get iMovie on Android, maybe you can. Basically, I just drag and drop the clips. I do get asked sometimes as well how I learnt to edit. I'm just self-taught. I just learned from, I watched a couple YouTube videos, and then once I got the hang of it, I just kind of experimented from there. So I'll drag and drop things, and then the only other thing I will do is, for example, so in this clip, obviously there is someone in the background, and I know that they probably won't want to be in it. So you go into effects, not transitions, and then you go to blur, and then it's this one called Gaussian. And then you take it and you drag it, and I just hold it over this area, and then it identifies object, and then you can sort of drag the parameters. So I can make this bigger, so it's going to cover this whole section so that this lovely PT and her client are not in the background. You click, so in order to do that, you click tracker at the top, and then you click create new tracker, and you drag it over the objects that you want it to track, and then click done. And then it should track their movement. I'm not sure if I've done that quite right, but to be honest, they stayed in the same spot throughout, so it just keeps them blurred in the background. That's the only other editing that I do with my workouts. And I will basically just make sure that I've got good angles, edit the sets down a little bit, obviously not a crazy amount because it is going to be just a standalone workout video, but I will edit the sets down a tiny bit so that it's not too long. You know, you don't need to see me doing 4 sets of something. I do get asked about that as well when it comes to filming workouts, which is how many sets to film. I would honestly recommend that you try and just film all the sets and just keep changing the angle, because you might realise there's one angle that you prefer to the others, or there might be, you know, like you're in a public gym, someone might walk in front of the frame, which is completely normal and not a problem whatsoever because we're in a public gym. If you want to like minimise the chances of you not having, what's the right word? If you want to minimise the chances of your clip having that in, if you film all your sets, it's probably much more likely you will get at least one set where it's completely undisturbed and you can just post the full thing if that's what you want to do. But honestly, it doesn't really matter if someone walks in front of your camera, because a lot of people now, their editing style is very choppy and changey, so you can just cut that frame out. That's what I will do if someone walks in front of it. Honestly, I really don't care. When someone is walking past my camera in the gym, if they like walk past it and then they go, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I am the first person to be like, don't be silly, like my camera is in the way, don't you worry your precious little corn socks. So I'm gonna edit this down and make some notes on what I want to talk about in this video. I want it to be really educational, so I think for the intro I'm going to give tips on working out and how to grow in general, and then we're going to go into the workout, and I kind of want to give options for the workout. So use this structure, but you can do this movement, or you might want to do this if you prefer it, and give people options. I think that will be a really nice way of doing it, and I've not really done that before, so that's how I want to edit it. I finished editing my hair vlog. I got so much nice feedback on the come sniff with me vlog that I did that it's just making me want to post more vlogs. I use CapCut to edit, but yeah, I finished doing this whilst I was eating my lunch. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with this, stop yapping, and I will catch you guys when I'm done. Okay, my editing is now done. I had like 22 minutes of footage for the workout, so that's now down to 12. What I will have to do to get that video ready is film the intro, which I'm going to make some notes for now, and then I will need to not film a voiceover. Like I said, I'm gonna do the thing where I'm in like the bottom corner, so I'm basically I'll do all that probably tomorrow now, all in one. Film the intro and then sit and watch the workout and voice over it, but give like visuals and all that sort of stuff. I'm just really keen to put out like a really good educational bit of content because I really like doing it. I'll be honest, it doesn't perform that well for me anymore, but I still really like doing it and it is what I started with. So I do still like to put that content out from time to time because I do still genuinely love it. If it was what I'd started with but I didn't love it anymore, then I wouldn't bother. But anyway, I've just got another ice lolly out of the freezer. Twinkle Toes actually tried one of these last night and he said it's really good. So it's good. I would highly recommend trying. I'm going to make these notes now and then probably catch you guys in a bit because then I'm probably going to need to shower. Well, no, I am going to need to shower. It's not a problem. I'm going to shower then because then I need to get ready because we're going to watch my niece in something tonight. So I will catch you guys when I've done my nose. But I wanted to show you that I'm having another ice lolly because I don't want you to think I'm blowing smoke up my own ass and not actually eating them. I've only got 3 left because I had 2 yesterday and another one today. And I might even have another one afterwards. Okay, I've finished doing my editing for my workout video that I'm going to be posting this week. You're going to see this vlog next week, so like a week ahead, which is kind of crazy because I'm going to be 1 video pre-ready, which I literally never am. I'm usually editing like a mad woman on a Friday and Saturday for a Sunday upload, but I'm just showered and I'm just getting ready. I thought I would show you first of all how I style my bangs, which I will show you when I get to that. But I feel like a fraud because I spoke about this blush literally on like Monday, which is Glassy Rosette. So this is the Pinker House Labs blush, but I bought this one at the same time. If you watch my Houston vlog you'll know, but I feel like this one and this camera definitely doesn't show the true colours of things properly. But if you are someone who likes like a blushy bronze, it's not brown, but I feel like because it's not quite as pink, it's a bit more mauvey. This for my skin tone anyway, so if you're a similar skin tone to me, it's honestly the perfect like pinky bronzy blushy sort of shade. Like I feel like it just looks really natural. Don't get me wrong, I still love my other one. I basically rotate between the two, but I've been using this one the past couple days and I just love how natural it is. Like it gives me a really natural flush and I feel like it's really good for those days where I want something that just looks a little bit more natural and not quite as pinched. Like it's just such a nice bronzy pink sort of shade. Yeah, that is Glassy Hibiscus by House Labs and the finish on these is really nice. It's like a glossy sort of balm sort of finish and I do want a little bit more of a glow, so I'm just gonna pump some of my this, I don't know what the glow product's called, but it's the glow thing that comes in the tube. I'm just going to put it in the brush I've just used for my blusher. Just put it on the brush and then I'm going to lightly tap it because I want even more glow on my cheeks. And it just makes me look really dewy and I really like it. I did it this morning for my makeup before I went to the gym and I loved it. I just think it looks really pretty and glowy and natural. So yeah, I will be back when I'm doing my bangs to show you my bangs, but I just wanted to show you that really quickly. Bang time, I've finished my makeup. I'm not doing anything crazy for my makeup because it's not really, like I don't need to be ready. I've just done basically what I did for the gym today, which if you don't know what that is, I think I did it in my Houston vlog. There's a full like in-depth sort of get ready with me for my everyday makeup. So this is how I've been styling my bangs. This is also how I styled them when they were longer. So grab them, separate them, I wrap, and I wrap it this way first, curl it underneath first like this, I go this way. And once I've done that a few times, obviously, I mean, you could leave it like that if that was the way that you wanted your bangs to look, but as you can see, that actually looks kind of weird and they don't look quite right like that. So then you grab them. I feel like if I don't do that though, if I don't do them this way first, I don't get the lift that I want. So then you're going to pull them up and go this way
Drag it to the top, pull it down, fold that round. Whoa! Again. And then I cool shot it towards the end just to get it a little cooler. I turn it off and then I twist it out like this. Basically I will just leave it in the roller till I need to go out, but obviously I don't want to forget to show you guys, so I'm going to pop it in the roller for like a few minutes and then I'll show you what it looks like after a few minutes when it's gone like cold. But I will be putting this back in after and then just taking it out before I need to leave my house. But that's how I do it. So I do it, I feel like I've still left some out at the side there, but it's not the end of the world. That's how I do it. So I do it under and towards my face to get that lift there, and then I do it away from my face. And then I put it in a roller. I always do this. I feel like you can tell here, you know where I was talking about the baby lights yesterday? I feel like now you can tell where they are. And for tone, I always go for a warm tone in my hair. Obviously I know from my colour analysis why now, because warm tones suit me better than cool tones. I just feel like warm tones look so much richer than cool tones. I just feel like it, maybe it's just my skin tone that it looks richer on, but to me it looks richer. Like yesterday I actually was like kind of thinking maybe let's go a bit more neutral, and Jason was like absolutely not. He was like, this is such a nice rich colour on you, let's just break it up a little bit if you are feeling like it's too light, but it still has so much like nice dimension, and it's so, I don't know, I just love this colour on me. I feel like it's taken me years to find my hair colour, but I feel like I've kind of found it now. Okay, I'm going to take this out now and just show you what this looks like. So again, I do the same thing, especially if you have longer bangs, make sure you twist it as you take it out. Not sure it's really that necessary with my bangs being so short at the moment. And then this is then how they look. So they look very voluminous and sort of towards my face, but that's how I get that lift. I feel like this is the lift that people complain that they can never get. You want to go that way and then flip it and go the other way, and it does look a little crazy now, but I feel like I have to have the crazy stage in order for it to fall nicely. If when I take it out it looks perfect straight away, I know within like a couple of hours that is not going to be a look, that's not going to look cute. So yeah, this is how they look, and then just run my fingers through them to get them a little bit more swooped down, make sure my parting's right, and yeah, that's how they look. That's how I do it. I got a lot of questions about this on Instagram today, so I'm hoping this has been able to answer those questions for people. I've just remembered that I did actually talk about this on Instagram and TikTok, but I've not showed YouTube, and I feel like I raved on and on about vanilla skin. They've actually got a new one now, which is vanilla smoke, and I've had it for a few days now, so I do actually have more thoughts on it now. If you bought vanilla skin and you felt like it's not vanilla-y enough, it's not sweet enough, you are going to absolutely hate vanilla smoke, because in comparison this makes vanilla skin smell really sweet, and that is not a sweet vanilla in my opinion. It's more peppery and woody and a little bit spicier. This is way more woody. So this is a woody gourmand. I'm pretty sure vanilla skin is down as just a gourmand scent, which I would honestly say that's woody as well, but this is very, 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 very woody. It smells very, very, very similar, not the exact same, but very close to By the Fireplace by Replica. Literally like burning wood with vanilla in the background. That is what this smells like. So if you like By the Fireplace, I honestly think you will really like this one. But if you are looking for a vanilla that is very light and very sweet, you will absolutely hate this. And if you didn't like vanilla skin because it wasn't sweet enough, do not get vanilla smoke, because you're not going to like it. If you are curious on which I prefer vanilla skin. I don't hate this because I do actually like a deeper scent, but I honestly can't. I feel like this is an interesting time to release it because we're going into spring. Personally, I'll probably be saving this until winter time. I can't think of many scenarios in which I would want to be wearing this. I might layer it with some sweeter scents to give them a bit more depth. But yeah, I feel like these are my more updated thoughts on it now that I've actually had it for like a week. I do like it, I don't hate it, but I will be rinsing and repeating my vanilla skin personally. This is just a bit, it's not ideal for this time of year for me. But yeah, I thought I would just give you a little vanilla smoke review there.
I'm probably going to go and make my tea actually, because it's 5:10, so I'm going to go make my tea so that I don't end up skipping tea and then having to eat it at like 9:30, 10 p.m. and then I get a stomachache before bed. Morning guys, it's Saturday. My niece was so good last night. I'm so proud of her. Like, she's only like 11, but she's so confident, like she said something and I was like, Mia, like, let's be humble, girl. And she was like, I don't want to be humble because I'm not humble. I was like, why are we not humble? She was like, because I like showing myself off. I'm not humble. I was like, do you know what? Fair enough, girl. Fair enough. I feel like you've probably got the right attitude towards it. Anyway, it's Saturday morning. I need to sort that video out today, so that is my main task. But, I just need to clip my fringe back. I'm making a matcha. I've not had one in so long. So let's do the matcha pour together. Put in the Hollander white chocolate sauce. So it's a white chocolate little matcha, and then the matcha I use is just from Jenki. Oh yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Give it a little bit of a stir. I've not made a matcha at home in so long. It's just so good. This is the chocolate sauce that I use. It's the same one that Blank Street use. It's very hard to find and very expensive, but you do get a lot of it, and mine's pretty much still full. It's only down to like the bottom of white, so it's gonna last a very, 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 very long time, because it's like a thick syrup and it's much stronger than, like, you know, the liquid bottle ones that you get. It's way, 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 way stronger than those, so I feel like you're gonna don't use as much of it, if that makes sense. Just realised there was some matcha left in the bowl. Waste not, want not. Add that into the drink. Yeah. Cheers. I'm also just watching Sophia and Cinzia. I love me a Sophia and Cinzia vlog. On a week where they don't upload, it genuinely irritates me, because I'm like, no, this is part of my Friday/Saturday routine. I need the vlog. So I'm going to watch this and drink my matcha. Good evening. We are now in the PM. It's nearly 6. I've just showered. I did just keep my makeup on from earlier from filming. I got ready after I last spoke to you, filmed my video, and then I was editing pretty much until 5. So from like 10 till 5 pretty much. I was filming and editing, getting my YouTube video ready for tomorrow, which by the time this goes up, that will already be up. So I hope that it has been a well-received video and that it was helpful. It was a much more like sat down, chatty, sort of educational style video. I'm talking you guys through one of my current favourite glute workouts, but also how to structure a glute workout, how you can swap those things out. I love doing my educational stuff still, but obviously it's not my most requested content anymore, so I am trying to be conscious of that, but I still want to mix it in. I honestly feel like my vlogs are kind of a good mixture of the two, because I will give educational tips when I'm like going day to day, like I talk about nutrition, I talk about fitness, but I know that some people don't watch the vlogs or they don't like watching vlogs, so would rather me just make an educational video. Because I genuinely do enjoy making that sort of content, I don't mind doing it. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm doing something I don't want to do, or oh my god, my bangs are so, I've had them in that roller for like hours, so they've gone very, 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 very fluffy. Like, I feel like it's giving serious fringe. Yeah, me and Twinkle Toes are having a date night tonight. We're having a very chill date night. We're just gonna go to the cinema and watch Black Bag, I think it is, and then we're gonna go to Nando's. And tomorrow I have a full day of editing ahead of me and client programming, basically editing this vlog for next week and sorting clients out for next week as well. So I probably am gonna leave this vlog here. I hope you guys have enjoyed spending the week with me. I have very much enjoyed spending the week with you. I just want to say as well, like, a massive thank you for how, I don't know, just how receptive you guys are to the content that I put out. I think I mentioned at the start of this vlog about sometimes feeling like I can be a bit too receptive to feedback, and it can kind of confuse me in terms of what I want to or should be posting,
but I've had some really nice messages this week about how much people missed last week not having this long of a vlog to sit down and watch, how much people just prefer the much longer vlogs, and I feel like it's really just made me sort of realise that is what most people want. It's really hard because with YouTube I don't really ever get disheartened because I just love editing and I love putting out that video. I think it's when I listen to feedback and I think I'm going to be on the right path with something, and then it kind of feels like no one likes it. I'm like, oh, I don't know, I feel like sometimes there's a gap between what I think people want and what people actually want, or I feel like people who are more critical or more negative, I don't want to say negative but more like, no, I don't like this, are much more vocal with their opinions sometimes than people who are like, oh my god, like I love this, I'm obsessed, like I love the long vlogs. I feel like sometimes those people can be a bit more vocal or a bit more strong with their opinions, which then makes me think that's what everyone thinks when clearly it's not. Yeah, I've been honestly quite in my head this week, like all week whilst I've been filming. At the start of this vlog I was getting quite self-conscious about how long my clips were, and then obviously as I've got more messages this week, as I've spoken about things on Instagram, and I did a question box the other day and someone said, not a question, I just need more like movie length style videos from you, like I absolutely love them. It's just kind of made me realise I'm being a bit silly, like I just want to put out what I want to put out and what I enjoy putting out, whilst also I will always make sure it's helpful and useful in some way. Like I would never want to post anything that's not got any value to it whatsoever. So yeah, I hope this has been a good welcome back to the much longer vlogs. Perfume, just before I go, I'll share, I'm putting on my Valaya exclusive. I think you guys are seeing that this is definitely a favourite for me at the moment. Honestly, it's to the point where I'm thinking it might be time for me to do another favourites video. You know, the one I did a couple months back where I mentioned perfumes, clothes, scents, body stuff, makeup stuff that I've been loving recently. I kind of wanted to do that quarterly, so we are coming up to like another end of a quarter, so if you guys would like me to do that, and I will film it and get it up for you, because I feel like I've got some favourite scents in rotation at the moment, some favourite clothing bits I've found in rotation at the minute. I feel like I've got a lot of products I'm really loving at the moment, or have been loving for a while, and I'd love to compile them in one video if you guys would be interested in that, of course. But yeah, thank you so much for spending the week with me. I've really enjoyed filming this vlog, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you want to. You don't have to, but it does help me out a lot. And also do leave a comment if you have enjoyed it. Let me know what sort of videos you enjoy. Any comments on the video whatsoever, leave them below. Comments do also massively help me out video wise. I do get questions sometimes about people wanting to know how they can support me if they're not shopping Alphalete, like maybe they don't like the clothes, or they like me but they don't like the brand. Watching my content, commenting on my content, liking my content, engaging with my content is a really nice way of helping me out, especially on YouTube, as this platform and TikTok is the only one where I can actually like make money just from the platform by not having ads. And hopefully you guys have seen I've made a conscious effort to not fill my vlogs full of ads. I don't really take sponsorships for vlogs, and that is something that I am consciously not doing. Obviously if like an amazing opportunity that was a really good fit, like perfect fit came up, I would consider taking it, but I don't want to start filling my vlogs with ads. So yeah, that's another really good way to support me. But anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Hope you have a beautiful Sunday, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for spending the week with me.